Now to an NBC4 exclusive, a close-up look at combating homelessness in the city of Los Angeles. Mayor Bass granted NBC4 access to one of her inside safe operations in Koreatown. NBC4's Cádiz Klemack has the impacts on the issue on the race for mayor.
It's been one of the biggest issues in Los Angeles for years, the homeless crisis and what the city is doing about it. It's also the biggest argument among the candidates who want to run this city in the next election.
I am so glad to be out here.
LA Mayor Karen Bass invited us to join her at the 127th Inside Safe Operation since she started the program 3 years ago. When you stand here and you see what it is behind you, what is it that you see?
Well, I see people who are at a terrible, terrible place in their life.
The mayor spoke with nearly every one of the 15 people living in this Koreatown encampment. Beyond the sectioned off area, an additional 30 people arrived who didn't live there but heard the city was coming to offer housing.
It's not easy out here.
Isaac Johnson told us he had been living on the streets for 3 years. Now you're getting an opportunity to get inside.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
Nervous. I don't know, because I've been taking care of myself, so I'm a little apprehensive, but I'm trusting.
That trust is what the mayor says she's banked on, that her Inside Safe program will do what it promises to do. But there are still a lot of them that are ending up back out on the streets. I think Los's numbers themselves are going to 40% of people you take in end up back on the street.
And so let me just tell you a couple of things about that. First of all, 60% of them don't. 60% of them stay housed. But let me just say that I believe the reason why people do wind up out of the interim housing is because we're not addressing their problems while they're there.
That's where the city and county, who had promised to link arms, are now butting heads. The mayor says they're bringing in people off the street faster than the county can provide services for drug abuse and mental health. How long have you been without a place to have a roof and...
Oh, God, about 10 years for me.
Really? Mm-hmm. Amy and her boyfriend, Jose, say they want help finding a job. They hope Inside Safe will give them that opportunity.
And the ability to shower every day.
Yeah.
That's been a big one, too.
I think what we're doing here and the work that the team does is why homelessness has decreased 2 years in a row.
During a homeless committee meeting this week, current council member and one of the challengers to Mayor Bass in the June primary, Nithya Raman, presented the findings of a study she commissioned to see how cost-effective different homeless programs are. Inside Safe came in second only to the state's Project Home Key.
The Inside Safe second row, you can see, is cost-effective with the Alliance Services reimbursement.
In a statement from the Raman campaign, they say the study only reinforces their plan to use rental properties across the city through time-limited subsidies, saying Nithya's strategy as mayor would maintain the city's capacity for encampment resolution, but move people quickly into TLS and shared housing to maximize the number of people we could bring indoors. But the mayor says that plan comes with complications, too. Inside Safe keeps encampment communities together in one place to provide county services, but she says spreading out the homeless population to rental properties across the city would make it harder to connect to those services.
I don't know how many of them are actually ready to be in a permanent house. And they need some place in the middle to prepare so that by the time a unit is offered, they are ready to sustain that unit.
With the city's homeless population down 2 years in a row, the next homeless town actually comes out in June, just in time for the primary that could set the stage for who's going to run this city after the November election. Reporting from Koreatown, I'm Cádiz Klemack, NBC4 News.